Good morning, everybody. I'm very excited. Today we're streaming live trading, stock options, and futures. Welcome to everybody. My name is Wazor, and I'm at the Alpha Team Trading Desk. You can see here on my screen it's ES futures. There was the Friday low here, very nasty sell-off. Almost 200 points. Now we're slowly climbing back up. Let's see what's going to happen today. So the game plan is there are a couple of options. Option one, if we're going to go long, you go long here and kind of retest that. These two levels, we have two levels, and then from here we go long, which I refer to the Alpha Team Trading Boat because like a lightning bolt, you see. And then another option would just be inside date like that. Whereas the traders were looking at like, okay, what the option will be, what option we have. And then here, there's a, opportunity here that there also, we can go straight up like this at the open. So we don't know. So we have these three probabilities. We think as of probabilities and as a traders, and that's how we operate. We don't try to predict the market. You have one resistance level here, have a little bit of here. So this one, this two. So that was the lowest from Friday low 3. So we're gonna have a bounce. What we're gonna have inside day, by the dip, we'll continue straight. If we break this one here, we might see this going down another candle. So that's very important. That's a must hold for the market if you want to have any chance going back up. So this is the three scenarios I'm looking here. At that point, all right, then we have here, let's check out the NQs. The same here there, as you can see, we're bouncing. See on the daily what's gonna show 3 months someday. You can see here, these are the levels, the trading levels. So you can see here we went straight up here, only one buying opportunity of May, and then we're right there at that support level. Now we're at 50% here. So we're gonna determine here, that's a crucial point here. We're gonna continue up to 3080, 3807, or we're gonna try to break down and then continue to 27106. We'll see what happens. We'll observe the market. We'll see what opportunities have. Another point here I want to point to is XRP. That's like a more of a long-term project. What I mean, I'm in the XRP. This is a long-term project. This you can see I have made a mark here where the price was expected, and it came exactly just about of my price target. So here I've been adding a little bit to the position, just the idea is to have at least like a 1,000 XRPs, which is about $1,000. So you can go in gradually, like a couple $100 or so. This is not a financial advice. It's not solicitation for you to buy securities or sell securities. This is what I've been doing right now with my own money. Trading involve risk. Don't trade with money that you cannot lose. In other words, don't trade with your rent. So here, we have a disclaimer here. So, make sure you check your finances and, you know the drill. trade responsibility. Yeah, take it easy. Don't go all in. In other words, don't mortgage your house and you get your position. Here to find where is my Windows document. Let's see it here. Okay, so we continue forward. So we're gonna have here some classes on risk management. Yeah. So we had about 20. How many minutes exactly showing here? 9:07. 23 minutes to the open. Futures are up. ES is up 61. Nasdaq is up 700. YM is up 67. RTY 39. The Russell. Oil is up about over 20 something. It's $91 a barrel. And Ethereum futures are up. XRP is up too. So we have good open here. Let's see what's gonna happen. Okay, we'll live stream here. So yeah, make sure you're looking at the chat as well. And then move the chart here a little bit. I'm running out of screens. That's why I gotta have a big screens. big monitors. That looks good. Alright, so now we make room for the chart here. You can see this is the chart. Okay, this is a Thinkorswim platform I'm using. Let's set it up here nicely on the screen. Okay, that looks good. Like that. Okay, here we're gonna have the live chat. If somebody is interesting to, to chat in real time, in live time, more than welcome. We're on now. All right, you can see the chart here. It came really nice. I'm very excited about it. All right, so we're gonna continue looking here what's gonna show up, and we're gonna continue monitoring the situation here. So I'll be scanning for trades on the different assets and see what is available, and then I'll post here what position we'll be taking. Talk to you in a bit. All right, let's see what's happening here. Quick scan. Start with the VIX. I see that was the Friday spike. We're down on this level 18. So we're gonna see if that's gonna continue down to 15. I traded it here at 15. So yes, this is yes here. Let's see if that one holds up here. Let's see. And then here you have NQ and NQ, and then RTY. They're pretty much the same as you can see. YM. And then let's see the oil. The oil here. Oil also oil is retreating. That's good for the market. If you notice, when the oil is going up, the the market is going down, and vice versa. So they're a little bit in step here. Sometimes, most of the times, they could be out of sync a little bit. So that's what happened. And let me adjust the chart a little bit here. So we're working. Working. We have another 10 minutes left to the open. So we're all in. Let's see what happens. Controls are ready. We're live. I'm excited. Let's see what's gonna happen now. So this is this here. Let me see. This is the gonna go to yes back again quickly. Okay, it's been rallying since last night. I was watching it. Futures open 6 p.m. on Sunday. So this was a Sunday. So these are the Asian and Europeans, and then London. So we're gonna catch the end of the London. So they've been buying. Europeans have been buying. So what usually I notice when the Europeans have been buying and the Asians, the New Yorkers will short it. So they said, okay, we're gonna get back to you, and you can see like a big red candle usually. So let's see what happens. So you gotta be aware what happened overnight. This is the gray shaded area is overnight session. So and that's how we started. If you look at the chart on the bottom here, I have that's what the market opened here on Sunday, and we've been on uptrend ever since. As you can see here, this is uptrend, still not broken. We have resistance here, support rather. There was, you see, previous resistance becomes support when broken, and that's like ascending triangle forming here. Nice shape. So let's see what happens. So we'll be here. We'll be here monitoring. Let's see what happens. At 8 minutes left. Rallies continue. Keep you posted. Okay, very exciting news. I'll be live trading on June 12th, which will be the SpaceX. Okay, so I was saying here a SpaceX live trading will be on June 12th, 9:30, where we're gonna see like the trading there, and I'll be monitoring the it's price around 140. They're thinking, let's see what is gonna open. SpaceX live trading. Put here on the schedule. Friday 6 12. And I'll be probably at 9 o'clock. We're starting the stream. 9 a.m. 9 a.m. Trading starts at 9:30. 9:30 a.m. And you know that the usual suspects are Goldman Sachs, JP Morgan, and Morgan Stanley. Yes, the bankers who will be presenting the shares. Let's see what is going to happen. So I'm here. I'm live. So see what symbol is going to be. I'm going to monitoring the position and see what happens. There are a couple of versions. Some things, you're going to sell off. Some things going to skyrocket. The insiders have a restriction in selling the shares they have. They're like a 60 day, 14 days, and 180 days. So they're staggered. And then Elon Musk says that 30% of the float of the shares will be distributed to retail traders, which is good. Let's see. So I have a couple of brokers. I have Thinkorswim. I have Tasty Trade. I have Interactive Brokers. So let's see who is going to offer that. We're 10 seconds to opening. Opening bell. And we're ready. Let's see. 3, 2, 1, go. We have a big opening. Trade. Okay, I have futures here ready. See, I'm scanning here for the market. See what the news will be and stuff like that. So we're gonna see what happens. I'm watching it. Let's see what opportunity we're gonna have. All right, as you can see, a little bit of a sell-off with, market going down a bit. That's right here. That's on a yes. Let's see what happens there. Monitoring here, looking for setups. We don't have trade yet. So if that's a buy point here, you can see NQ. NQ and ES is forming here a little bit of a buying point where the moving average. Let's see if that's gonna happen. I mean, if it's let's see if like here, as you can see, are we gonna have bounce from here? We don't know. So let's keep open eye on that. Yeah, let's see the CCI channel, which is like RCI. I have MACD, the old fashioned MACD. MACD is falling a little bit up, larger volume here in the open. That's a TTM squeeze. It's also falling and this falling. So let's see what's gonna happen. Are they gonna buy this or are we gonna sell off or will be inside day? Because there is a possibility, kind of inside days, such a big red bar we had. So that could be one of the options here we're gonna see. So, as a traders, we don't want to predict the market. We want to react to the market. Always remember that. So we don't care what the market will do. We're just looking for opportunities and for setups to present themselves. So, if you're joining here, make sure hop on the chat, say hi, and where you from. So I'm looking to see where people are coming. That way we can see uh, what part of the world you're watching the stream. So I'll continue with the stream here. Let's see, I'm looking for setups. Let me see, I'll be back for short. Here, let me switch to a NQ here. Looking for setups. Yeah, still it's like a selling a little bit here. Are they gonna, we don't know here. You see, NQ is like at this red dots support and resistance indicator. So we're right at the support level here. And this is a moving average come as a second support. So here we might find, find support here if we turn around here. 937. Still looking for setups. A little bit of a slow opening. We're not moving much. Yeah. Pretty much the markets are in the green now. So they have to digest this big move that happened. So let's see. Okay, let's see the SMH, the conductors. Yeah, it's holding. So it's a pullback. We got a little bit here of a tail or a wick, if you will. So there's some buying going on here. Let's see if it's gonna hold. So that's the SMH, and Q is also on the demand zone. So we're on the demand. You know, yeah, this is a good support here. Let's see what happens. Still working for setups. I see it's not moving. Okay, we're about 15 minutes just about in the open. We still don't have setup here, a valid setup. How probability setup we're working, because what going to happen? Uh, you open up here, then you went down. Now it's in the middle. So when we say, we don't trade in the middle. So we need to have a setup here. Need to have, you know, the couple of strategies here. One is a mean reversion, which we don't have. This is the mean reversion. I'm gonna mark it here. So mean reversion looks like that: a big candle, and then a little candle, and then you look like that. Okay, so you're gonna go down. This is your buy zone, buy here, and then we're expecting, at least to target one here, T1. That's your plan. See, but it's not happening. So as you can see here, and then opening range breakout orb for those of you on the orb. So this is the range so far. So for me to go long, I need to see something like that. Holds here a little bit here, and then we continue up. So this is the buy point here. You know, the same if we're gonna go down short, we're gonna see go down a little bit, retest here, and a lightning bolt down. So these are the two possibilities. Now, as I said, we can have a inside day. We can do all day like this, and there is no trade here. That's how people buying accounts, because you have no direction. You have nothing here. The range is very, very small. Okay, that's a very small range. You're looking at 36 to 70. It's like 30 points. 30 points range we have here. So you see, this is an inside candle. We're not breaking out of the open. And sometimes if we don't have a trade, we just sit tight. SOH. Sit on your hands. That's the signal. So I'm gonna type it here on the chat. That almost 9:47. 9:47. We are at SOH. Sit on your hands. In your hands. No trade signal. All right, I type it here. Everybody can see it. All right, let's see here. Back here, I'm monitoring a couple of positions here, and let me see here. XRP. XRP is in the bottom. I show that these are the heating oil futures also. XRP also here. It did the reaction up here. It's at the resistance right now. BMNR is the stock with the Ethereum futures 16. It did 15 on Friday. ET, it's a dividend stocks with the oil. IBIT is the Bitcoin ETF. See, this is the same thing, $33. Silver, we saw that. You see how nice the pattern here. You can see the red triangle that came in right there. You see how beautifully that pattern is showing, showing right here. It went right in. Silver, oil. Yeah, oddly the oil, it's also oil. It's a support here, $90 support. AAOI, this is like one of these the crazy data centers. All of these. Google was selling off this morning. 362. SPY. I traded a SPY here. SPY right now, it's the same thing. It's saying this moving average exit support, but the SOAR indicator showing we started a small downtrend. SanDisk, scam disk. Let's see here, SanDisk. On a daily to see what's happening. Yeah, I see we have this this inside candle here. So we gotta pick up a direction. Are we gonna retest back here the support at 1515? That could be a good entry point, and then try to get back to 1800. Probably something like that. Or the sell-off will continue to here to 1290. But you have a moving average of support. Sorry, showing and we started 2 days on a downtrend. So see how nicely uptrend ended right here. So now you're temporarily on the downtrend. Let's see what's gonna happen. So that's the source support and resistance indicator, these little red dots. And I have two moving averages. Let's say Ethereum. Ethereum, the same thing. Gold. See, that was the gold long-term trend line here put on the chart. And as you can see here, we've been after the sell-off, we've been like, this is a flag, but the flag by nature is bearish. So you see the flag is making lower lows, and is this gonna be hold here? We don't know. Broke the long-term trend line here, so we're back at the support here at this 43.29 levels. So let's see what happens. We're gonna revisit the 4100, the lowest low. Are we going there, or if we draw parallel on that line, if it's gonna be, this is gonna be the turning point. Let's see. As you can see here on the chart, if you draw parallel, let's see what something like that. If it happens like that, so, and then from here we try to get up, and then resistance here about 48, something like that. And the trend line also now is gonna act as a resistance spot. So we'll see, or we're gonna have selling continue down. These are the two options here. So not clear signals. See, you guys, we're stuck on the middle. So that's why we gotta get clean reading on the market. And if you don't have signal, don't trade. You don't need to trade for the sake of trading. A lot of the new people, they said, oh, I'm gonna go there and press the buttons like crazy, like boom boom boom, let's see what happens. No, that's not really the case. So that's not really the case. And I make sure you guys understand that you don't need to trade for the sake of trading. you know that we'll see what happens. I'm here observing it. Let's see. Yes. Yeah, that's what went on daily. As you can see here, uh, this is what is referred inside candle because it's in the out in the borders of the previous candle. So usually what they do, you can place a short here. Usually they short it at 50 or 75%. You can draw Fibonacci retracement and see how far we can usually short it, and then try to buy it back at 73.60. So we're gonna see if it's gonna go to the upper range or the lower range. As right now here, this will refer as the inside candle. You have no clear direction. As I said, usually it's shortened by the day traders and the swing traders here at that point. The buying point was here Friday, and it was buying point was Sunday at 6 p.m. That's what, if you want to be long, they'll be long, and now you can hold your position. Right now here in the middle, you cannot take any positions because you don't know what scenario gonna happen here. We're right in the middle between the two moving averages. We don't have clear support, so that's why I'm hesitant to place any trades at the moment. So we're gonna observe it. Let's see what happens. Okay, guys, let's check here the usual suspects. Meta. Yeah, Meta on the daily sits in a good. That could be a Wong if the market cooperate. So that could be a Meta Wong good signal here. It's a support area. So let's say Tesla. Tesla right before the IPO. Let's say Tesla. Tesla inside, as you can see here, inside they what's gonna happen? It's unknown here. They're gonna retest here or gonna continue back. So Tesla. Let's see who else we can do from the tech. Take a look at the QQQ. The Qs also, as you can see here, remember I said they're gonna start shorting in here the middle of the 50%, and it's going down a little bit now. So it's a tempting, but it's holding. So that's why you don't trade in the middle. That's how people blow up accounts and put like 10 contracts. And then if you don't have a trading signal clear, don't trade it. Save you money, because you see, remember here I said they're gonna start shorting, and look, it's going down. Now it's gonna last, we don't know, but it's going down now, because you can see here on the 15-minute chart, as you can see here, it went down a bit. Is it gonna holding now? You see, it's gonna holding. We still didn't break out the range, so we don't have orb trade. And now, okay, it's this little reaction. What's gonna happen? I see it's failing to go. It's 10 o'clock. That's why they usually is 10 o'clock reversal. So in other words, if that doesn't happen now, it won't happen. And you know, if something like that happens, okay. So you want to see a big wick here, and that's the candle. So this is a mean reversion I'm looking, but you see how slow it is. It's not happening. So people are waiting. This is the orb opening range. It's nothing is happening at the moment. So I don't have a setup here. I don't have setup. So if we don't have setup, we don't trade. So that's I'm perfectly fine with it. I'm perfectly fine. It's kind of waiting. Market is digesting. After the Friday move like that, it's blown up candle. Look at this. Look at the size of it. You know, and I said here they're gonna start shorting here, which I knew. So that's why I cannot be long here. I cannot be long and take long position here. Also, I cannot be short, because to be short you need to be up in these levels here, or at least at 75.51 to take a short position. So trade with the trend. Okay, that's look at the daily when you're in, and then go to the 15, and then we can go to the 5 minute, and look for setups. That's what I usually do. I look at the daily. This is the 5 minutes. So look at this. We don't have really clear signal. This is like a chicken scratch. What I said is gonna do. Remember, if you go back in the first one I started, and I do this, you don't trade. This is a no trade zone. No trade. You don't trade in this. Now, if you're super scalpel and all this, and you want to catch the tops here to here, uh, and that kind of setup, I usually try to avoid that, because you're not sure what's going to happen now. Is it going to continue forward or not? So at that point, let's wait and see. Wait and see. Let the market get direction. You don't need to predict market. Our job is not to predict, okay, what's going to happen. We don't know. So our job here, take it easy. Look for setup. Do we have setup? What happened? See, it went down, bear flag. So I said I'll be start shorting. Sure enough, it's shorted here. For me to short here, it's like I don't have signal here. For me to short here, I need to have extended. I need to have a rally. So to short it, get up here, you need to have something like that. I'm gonna show you the setup here. You need to have that candle. Okay. So couple of green candles on the resistance area. This is the resistance area. Go short here and put your stop above the, this is the stop here. Okay, this is your stop. And then we enter here, we buy here, and that's your short signal going short. That's the setup. It didn't happen. So I don't have a clear setup. So that's why I, at the moment, yeah, take it easy. It could be inside date. This is kind of bearish. If that doesn't overtake this high here or this high, this may continue, melting down a bit. Um, as you can see, the indicators also not, MACD still going down. See, it is giving up. So that was the buy signal here. See, it failed. So we have a fair rally. So now second attempt, make lower low. So we continue in the bear flag. This is the flag here, as you can see here. Okay. So this is the channel that form up. So you went up, failed to rally, then went back, retested, make new low. Here we have new low. And what's gonna happen from here? To be long, we need to overtake, consolidate here a little bit, and that's for me to be long. It could happen. Usually this happen like at 12, 1 o'clock. Is this somebody when when starts the algos and all this? Yeah, probably. But you know, if we don't have signal shortly, I'm just gonna call the live stream with no setups today. Unfortunately, I was very excited to be on the live stream and guys give you ideas, but as you can see here, look at the market. You know, we have no, we don't have clear signal to me, and that's why sit tight, tight. So people just pressing here the buttons like crazy, and then oh, why I blew my account. And here I'm gonna show you also how to work on the prop firms. How to set up proper stops, how to do stuff, and to pass your evaluations and stuff like that. So that's the purpose of this channel, and you know. So let's see what happens. NQ. NQ is the same thing going on here. Nothing to look at. They're pretty much the same. VIX is down too. So I see there's no panic. Because if there was a panic, this will shoot up higher, and we're gonna continue with the red. So market is taking a breather here to find direction. What direction we're gonna choose, we don't know yet. We're gonna monitor. VIX is first, yes. You can see here I have cleared a watch list. This is Thinkorswim, very good for charting. I use Trading View. I have Trading View here. I have um, Tradeovate Trader, which is also it's connected to Ninja Trader. It trades futures on it. So I'm trading all assets, stock options, futures, options on the futures, and crypto. As I said, I'm already in an XRP position because that's gonna be the future of the banking. They wanna transfer money. That's gonna use this currency. This is like a maybe 5-10 years horizon. Right now here, they projecting the price to be $1. So it did click to $1 here, and that's where the institution is gonna start buying, as you can see here. So let's see if we go to the daily, and let's see here how the volume did. Okay, so you see this is the volume here. They sold it, and that's my target, and I have target here. So I'm between dollar and 12 cents and dollar and 69. So the plan is, you see my green line $1. I'm gonna buy here a little bit more, add to the position when it hits dollar, when it hits a little bit down. This is the long-term channel, is downward channel, so be aware of that. So I'm not expecting this to go quickly up. As I said, I'm expecting it like a 5, 10 years horizon. This is a long-term investment. You can put a little bit money, treat it as a saving account, put it there and forget about it, and just add periodically to it. So here was here, so I added here. That was the sell point if you want to trade it, but I added here at the bottom, and it was very good, as you can see. So there was my next target here. So I'll be adding at $1 here on XRP. My goal is to accumulate minimum of 1,000 XRP. So you need about $1,000 around here, and you can go further down because you see the channel is continuing down. So eventually the big institutions gonna step in and start buying it because they need this to transact. So my take on it is the banks need to do transactions, send money instead of the Swift and all this, so they can do all this stuff. So I'm in the XRP, and you can see here very good target I had. You can short it too if you want to. So here was the short signal here, short it, and then buy the cover here. But I'll buy here because for me that's a long term. I'm gonna buy a little bit more, probably like maybe $300, another 300 coins. So XRP coin, it's $1, so 300 will give you 300. So I wanna be around 1,000, above 1,000. Let's see what's gonna happen on that one here. But we're down. So here went down, as you can see here. See, they shorted a little bit. This is inside. That refers a bearish harami because it's look like a red candle. For now it's a harami pattern inside trader, which I said we're gonna have inside. So from here we're gonna see how we're gonna retest the low, or we're gonna try from here to go up. So this is unknown. That's why I avoid taking position in the middle. It's not clear for me what's gonna happen. Let's give it some chance. Wait a little bit. So with the channel, what we're planning, we have a Telegram live for alerts. We have a memberships. I'm looking for traders to join in, and uh, we have a live trading for physical trading for in the building, or you can have our virtual trading for. I'm looking for traders. We're private equity firm. We don't trade publicly, and this is for members only, close. And I'm trading my own money. Trading is risky. Please avoid taking risky positions and anything like that. Alpha Team Trading Desk is not a licensed broker or any of these, because we're private, and trading involves risk, and past performance does not guarantee future results. Okay, just be aware of that. um, you know Make sure you trade with money that you can lose. Don't trade like with your rent or your bills money. Put some money on the side, build your account. Here I'm gonna show you how to pass the evals, combines, and all this. I've been trading for 26 years, and we'll see what happens. Obviously you gotta go with the flow and trade with the market. Okay, see gold futures. Is gonna be a buy signal here? We're gonna see. Yeah, we don't know. SPX. This is SPX, the index on S&P 500. I traded here 69.50, and that was the bottom. You see one just straight up like a rocket, and then we'll see what happens. So I'll keep you posted, guys. We're scheduled for tomorrow. Come and see us tomorrow. The usual around 9 o'clock or something. I will start the stream. We'll look for trades. If something comes up, I will keep you posted. I'll send you update. But for now, we have an inside date, very low movement here, and honestly, I don't see a trade signal here. Are they gonna sell? Are they gonna buy it? We don't know. I don't know. It's hanging in there. As you can see here, you see the swing never happened because we didn't have we had that swing. This is all they sell. So these are the swings I've been talking about. You see here, you went a little bit down, and then boom. So that did not happen. And then here was on the opposite. You went down, you went up. They shorted here. So these swings, is not happening today, as you can see. Um, this today is kind of what it's just only 431. 30 points range. This is you know the range. So here it's like okay, everybody's digesting. They're gonna see what the news are. Let me see if any news come up or something. Let's see here. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's see what they're talking about. I'm on CNBC app. I have that on my phone here. So as of now, U.S. futures 122 in the Dow Jones, 39 on S&P, and 210 on Nasdaq. That happened almost overnight. Okay, so Iran is saying ends the military operations. Okay, so this is kind of interesting because this could settle a market to rally. If they're gonna say, okay, peace deal is in the horizon, whatever, that's gonna rally the market. So that's why you can't take short positions here because you're one tweet, one text away on um, you know it's from a rally. So that's why you know we can we can't do that. But that was the inside day after the rally. So nothing we can do here. I have a small option on my position. I have a spy small option call from a couple of days if we're gonna go to back to the high here, but not likely. Probably will expire. Expire. Uh, so if we're gonna go all the way back to 760, so here I traded it here as you can see here. So let's see what happens. So I'm not taking any positions now, uh, any big positions or any of them because we're in the middle. Uh, yeah, Google is also here in this range, stuck in this range, as you can see here, and yeah, it's 360. 360 is Google now. It had a good rally, and then look, moving averages. Gonna observe that how that's gonna go. So that's what we're working today. It look like they may get some kind of deal. I highly doubt it, but anytime they're like, oh, we're negotiating, oh, we're close to deal, oh, we look that, oil retreats because oil, Strait of Hormuz, they have congestion there. So retreats in hopes they can be normalized. And on the other hand, stocks start rallying. So that was wonderful. I'm very excited, guys. I'm gonna see you tomorrow. I'm gonna have the same stream. Make sure you come around nine something, and we're gonna start again here, and see you then. Take care. Be safe. Talk to you later.